welcome to the Midnight Ride with Gray Man Prepping. I hope everybody's doing out there. I got some great news on several fronts, and let's get going here. So how's everybody doing? Let's go up here and let me go click on the and welcome people in. First one in was Chef Tech, first and way early, almost an hour ago. Then Diana came in just a little bit before top of the hour. Crew came in a little bit after the top of the hour. Geeky Gardens is here. Shady Hill is here. Kaylin Strain made it in. And Kaylin, I got that last email and I moved that little meme over. Thank you very much. All right, so let me go ahead and take care of something here real quick. While my mind's settling down from that, save that and close that. Okay. City Council meeting tonight. Other than someone hemming and hawing and trying to explain it without really explaining anything, instead of having something and L-Dog's in the house. So instead of having something laid out, okay, these are the changes. Or this up, this down, this, that done. Vote. I change, okay, things were just a little too, she was organized on everything else, but explaining stuff, she should have had bullet points. This is what's changing. This is the changing. This is the changement for the budget for the rest of the year. Oh, wow. So the rest of August, September, and October. All right, but yeah, she still should have done that. And then for the next year, she said, and same thing. She should have said, this went up by so many dollars. This one went there. This went here. Money went over here. Moving into the savings account for the water tower, for the water tank refurbishment in 3 years. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm married to an accountant who goes and bullet points. And when I was at assistant course director for NYLT, we did things, bullet point. So there's no hemming and hawing, and everybody gets everything just like that. All right. So, anyways, great news for some of us here, most of us here. We had a visitor to the city council meeting tonight from Fibercom. My internet is Fibercom, but it's a radio communications to a hub thing. It's not fiber optic yet here. So basically, my computer to my modem goes up to the little radio thing on the roof. It's aimed over at the radio receiver and first by their water tower and connects up to Fibercom's system. Well, Fibercom's coming through, and for all of Firth, they're running fiber optic to every, not actually to every house, or are they? No, they're not running fiber. They're running it to the blocks and everything else. And individuals running to the houses are those that sign up. Well, I know there's a bunch of people over there that are already on Fibercom's radio service. That's just a quick switcheroo over, and no charge or anything for doing it. Here, they're going to do our city too. And so for me and my daughter, it's going to be switchy right over. And here, hang on, I gotta find an email here so I can give you this. This is amazing. Fibercom, there it is. All right, so my bill is $86.40 a month right now. If I go with the Pros, if I go over the 600, whatever heck it is, it'll be it'll be $10 less. If I go with the 1 gigabyte, it's $81. If I go over the 2.5 gigabytes, it's $89. That will take a computer. But getting kicked off because there's problems with the network, that's a different, those will go bye-bye. And so the so when my wife comes up here to work online, I won't hear mutter in there occasionally. It'll be, holy crap, this is fast. So we'll have to talk it over where we want to go with the 1 gigabyte or the 2.5 gigabyte. The 1 big gigabyte will be a little bit cheaper and about 20 times faster than what I'm got now. And the social, yeah, the social survivalist from the blue state is here now. Oh, I'm sorry. That tongue tie was just funny. And there's the link here for those that want to come up here. So yeah, that's the good stuff. That's some good news here. So the funny part on that was they wrote their big grant thing up as the basalt something or other area, not realizing they just, because, basalt, this area is not as kind of called basalt because all the rocks and stuff. Not realizing there was a city of basalt. They were over with Firth last week talking with them, and the guy goes, "You do know there is a city of basalt?" Oh yeah, but do they have? They don't have a mayor. Yeah, they got a mayor and stuff. They've been a city since 1906. They've been a city. Oh, and Moon over Miami's here. So yeah, so he made contact, with the worked this way from Firth's maintenance guy, who gave him our maintenance guy, who happened to be in the city hall talking to the clerk, handed the phone to yeah, got all the connections done. So he was there tonight, and so basically it's going to cost the city zip to come in and do it. Anybody that switches to Fibercom within the first during the operation of the install, he gets everything for free.
Yeah, then we did the same thing around here with crap, can't remember the name of the company, but yeah, it was a free install. First 2 years was like $20 a month, and now it's like 50. But yeah,
and so this is really, this is 2.5 megabytes, or not megabyte, 2.5 gigabytes, speed wise is phenomenal, and so yeah. So anyway, so I was Jesse goes, oh, so we're going to do it for free for the city. I went, yes. And whoa, you excited about that? I've been trying to get you guys to do it since I first signed up with them back in 2021. Trying to get everyone, get you guys to talk it up, and the previous administration didn't want to do it. So
are they doing underground or
underground? Everything's underground.
Yeah.
So it'll be underground with loops. So basically, they come in, they do their trench or whatever, 3 feet down, put their box tower in.
Yep.
And they do it. They'll do one block, and they'll do a complete loop on that block. So if it gets cut, everybody stays up until the second cut. But as soon as it gets cut, they get a signal back at their office saying, "Whoa, someone cut the fiber optics here." So
yeah, well, just watch out that you don't have the issue I do, but
yeah,
they ran a water. They drilled a hole right through a water main underneath one of the roads up here, 4-inch main. Oh yeah. That pissed my wife off in the middle of dyeing her hair and trying to rinse it, and the water stopped. She lost it.
And when they were doing the county seat Blackfoot, they were somehow they hit the bore. They did a bore on it, and somehow the bore angled a little bit. Instead of skirting the outside of a manhole, punched right through it. They had everything fixed. They had everything fixed by the end of the day, but it's like, oops. And Tammy Harder's here. All right, so yeah, it was a fairly decent meeting. Yeah, so they're trying. The only things they set for a future one is trying to set up setbacks for fencing and stuff. And so there's a road setback, and then there's the property line setback. I said, aren't those the exact? I mean, boundary line, isn't those the exact same? Your city thing ends at the road, the right of way thing. Well, yeah, but I go, no, but it's that. And they go, yeah. But they're trying to say they got but there's the corners and stuff. You can only fence 4 feet high within so many feet of the corner so people can see. Well, yeah, no problem. But the rest of it, they have a 7-foot limit in town. And when they bring that up, I'm going to try to get them to jack it up to 8 feet for between properties that agree to it. Like me and my neighbor, we want 8 foot. Keep and that way we keep my when I get chickens, we'll keep my chickens in. Yeah, that's some of the stuff they're going to be doing with that later on.
Yeah.
So
Kiki Garden just said the same thing. They hit a water main once a week. That had to be the issue around here because I had my issues with the persons that they had doing this work. Yeah. No name, no company name, just a bunch of pickup trucks with a bunch of people piling out of the back and running their little ditch witch or whatever they call it. And right through a water main.
Yeah, they so the company's doing the mains, the service from the main to the house. They have a subcontractor that comes out and does it, sprinkler line depth. So I know where I'm going to have them run it in the area I haven't filled in over yet. So it'll be down deep. But yeah, like right now they're hooked up on this end of the house. I'll have them hook up on the other end of the house with the main box, and then just see about running two drop points where we can have separate routers off the one line. That way, we can have one in my office here and one down at the other end where the TVs, the entertainment center is, the master bedroom.
Why don't you just run one and put some Cat 5 in or Cat 7 or 6 or whatever and run it without the Wi-Fi.
That's
noise.
The idea. Is we want to set up about the Wi-Fi so we can get in the master bedroom. I want to have a Ethernet port on each side of the bed. So where is it? Here it is.
Yeah, but don't have the Wi-Fi turn on. And I'll tell you right now, those routers that they have, the modem router thing, they all give off Wi-Fi. Period.
Unless you turn them off.
Yeah,
you can turn off the Wi-Fi on.
Turn the whole thing off.
Yeah, turn the whole Wi-Fi off, but still use the router.
Yeah, maybe. Depends on who they are.
Because I had them turn on. They were trying, we got the 5G. No, you turn that 5G off. If it ever comes on, we're going to have issues. So they permanently. I can't find it. Anyways, I got a little connection that plugs into Cat 5 and plugs into my phone or the tablet or whatever.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah. All right. Happy Max here. All right, so let's get on with the news. Dun, dun, dun. There's several headlines here. I'm going to bust up laughing, and the one it's going to trick you on it. Politician caught in awkward scandal after constituents notice her background in a live stream city council meeting. Her bathroom.
Okay.
She didn't realize what was up behind her was her hanging on the shower. Yeah. The mayor goes, are you sure you don't want to move somewhere else? We see your unmentionables in the background. Yeah. Yeah. Some people just don't, and these are not servants, these are leaders.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. All right. I threw this one in just because I just like laughing and giggling at this when they do this. San Francisco Bay Area faces double whammy of triple-digit temperatures and coastal flooding. You have to understand the San Francisco Bay Area has like 40 microclimates in it. To quote Mark Twain, the coldest winter I ever spent was summer in South San Francisco. I used to drive when I was working with a construction company. I would drive some parts out there when I was in the shop, being the assistant superintendent in the shop before I got out actually on the fuel truck and doing stuff. I would run parts over there in the big 2.5 ton flatbed. I would put my Carhartt insulated coveralls in the truck with me. I'd be wearing a t-shirt when I left Danville, drive up across the Bay Bridge, down South San Francisco, get there. There'd be icicles hanging off the mirrors of the truck. And I'd put, because of the fog and the cold, I'd put that sucker, the coveralls on and be like, like, damn it, all the workers there are in insulated coveralls, hoodies, and everything else. It was something like, 38 degrees over there in South San Francisco, and the cold fog coming over the hill. Ugh. But yeah, so those areas get flooding. And then when I go deliver parts to Emeryville, which is on the east side of the bay, triple-digit temperatures. Same day, 40 miles apart. But yeah, so that's why I'll laugh every time I read, triple digits and coastal flooding. Yep, that's normal. Why are you making a big deal about it? That is normal. Kaylin sent this one here. I got to open it up because it's got a picture in there. Sinkhole opens up in 6th Avenue in Des Moines. Asphalt, I added this last part, asphalt over brick roadway. So.
Brick roadway? When were the bricks put in? The 1400s?
Okay, so if you look right there, there's a brick. You see a brick there. You can see a brick there. And you can see my cursor going across. Just underneath the asphalt, you can see the bricks. So it's pink bricks, standard pink bricks. Yeah. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm not gonna even play it all. But yeah, so that was like, okay, yeah. It was about that time that one failed. But yeah, probably totally surprised, all the people on the street, like, there's bricks under this 2 inches of asphalt. There Kaylin says 1809. So yeah. Yeah. Let's see. So California is expanding their app driver's license on your phone program. And I think it's stupid. Because
you don't need a card. We'll just give you a digital one.
Yeah. Here you go, officer. Take a picture of your phone, and it'll all load up to your phone. Yeah, that's the only thing nice about it. But yeah.
Yeah, but you can have a picture of anything on there, but that's besides the point.
But the thing is that it reads through it. He reads the QR code on it, and it pulls from the California DMV database.
Yeah, we don't trust that either. That just means they can vote. That just means they can vote.
Yeah. So anyways, they're expanding that. It was a major success, Newsom said, and that's not what I heard from a lot of guys I know in different law enforcement agencies. I'm not going to go with. I'm just going to read the headline on this one. These California towns are the most expensive in the U.S. Yeah, I know. Most of them are in the San Francisco Bay Area. Let's see here. The nation's largest reservoir drops to lowest water level ever. And I didn't go in. Dang it, I have to go in and read which one it was.
Is that Mead?
Yep, Lake Mead. Get rid of that. And this is their scary shot of it. You see that white line where it turns from white to dark? That's where the water was. Look where the water is now.
Yep.
And yeah, it's like what is that? That's a sunken boat out there that's now visible. Yeah.
Well, if you look on the left side, see those 3 little white dots in a road. That's the parking lot for the marina.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, another one of those lovely ones here. And I'm trying to remember exactly behind the Hoover Dam.
Lake Powell.
No, Lake Powell is behind Glen Canyon Dam. That's above the Grand Canyon.
Oh, what? Lake Superior? Just kidding.
Lake Hoover Dam is in just outside of Vegas.
Right. Yeah, that was running low too.
Yeah, I think that's Meade. Not sure. Yeah, Lake Powell's low too, but yeah, so Meade is in Nevada. Lake Powell is in
Wyoming.
The dam is in Arizona for a quarter mile. Then the lake is in Utah. Yeah, but they're both low. All right. Yeah. So munitions, not missile shortages. Last week I said they're talking about missile shortages. It's not the missiles. It's the other munitions that there's shortage of. And so Trump chewed out Defense Secretary Hegseth at Camp David and is leaning on the manufacturers like, why aren't you manufacturing more? Oh, nobody put it in order.
No, because Biden and all them killed it with taxes and stuff and fees.
Mm-hmm. And said, all right, let's see. Okay. This is Seoul, August 9th from Reuters. Former employee of SK Hynix has been sentenced to 18 months in jail for leaking information on semiconductor manufacturing technology. Guess what semiconductor technologies they were talking about?
Data centers?
Military.
Of course.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah. And that's one of the other problems is under Biden and the others, they were buying stuff from other countries that they're not supposed to for the military. Yep. The military is supposed to be all American made for replacement parts. Yeah. So someone got kickbacks. All right, this one here is another gaslighting BS job. Amid heat wave, C-19 cases in California quadrupled within weeks. Here's why. Yeah, they're padding the numbers, and they're using those old tests,
PCR
false positives.
Yeah,
they're
PCR tests. Yeah. Yeah, let's run it up to 50, 80. Fucking just do like 400 cycles. We'll make sure there's something in there.
Yeah. I'm just all right. Iowa Attorney General responds to Pornhub's criticism of age verification law. I'm sorry. We want to keep the little kiddies out of there. Yeah. And Pornhub's whining about it. As so of all the other ones, but yeah, that's the one that's trying to is criticizing them and threatening legal action. Pentagon renamed South Carolina Air Base after Graham. Which Graham?
Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham. Okay, I didn't go in and read it. It's like I figured it had to be some political person that had no business being renamed after. Okay, so back on today. Okay, no, it can't be today. Come on, what's... Okay, there's...
Today's the 13th, so.
No, I'm looking here. The stuff on here is jumping around on my... I don't know why it's throwing stuff out of order. Because usually on the day, I'm going August 9th. I went August 10th with the last one. Now I'm just getting times as if it were today. And then it goes August 10th. So there's a bunch of them here that are out. So it's probably all August 10th since in the middle of it. Colombia had a 7.4 magnitude earthquake, not offshore, in the middle of the friggin' area. And there's, last I heard, it was like 56 deaths and hundreds injured. So, yeah.
Not including the missing ones that they don't know about.
Yeah, and that, hang on, let me pull up the stats. That was number 10 over 7.0 for the year, which puts us well above the average running for earthquakes 7.0 or greater worldwide. So, all right. There's a whole bunch. I think I got several in here on this one. Taylor Farms is now recalling prepared foods containing jalapenos, not just lettuce, jalapenos.
That's funny because I just bought a half bushel of jalapenos from my local guy. They're sitting in my kitchen. Guess what I'm making this weekend?
Yeah.
Cowboy candy. A lot of it.
All right. This one goes hand in hand a little bit with the one from Seoul and the things. Royal Navy, Britain, Royal Navy spy drones used by Britain's elite special forces secretly sent data to China. So the data from the drones that the Brits were using was ratting their location out to China. Yep. All right. A new national seismic earthquake hazard model predicts that more Americans could be at risk from earthquakes than previously thought. They've been slow in getting that up to date. That was supposed to be updated back in 2012 because there were all sorts of holes being pointed out, and there were earthquakes popping up places that we've never had an earthquake here. Yeah, you've had earthquakes, but they've been 1 or 2, not 6. So, yeah. This, I think, is so... This is about the great nuisance in California. Shows what BS spin cycling he's doing. Newsom says he's always had a insurgent mindset.
Yeah.
Thinking about divergent, insurgent. Yeah, that's what he was talking about. And it's like, no, you've always had a mindset. Trump administration revokes more than 175,000 visas. Yeah. And start kicking them out. RFK Jr. aims to close loophole that allows new chemicals in food supply. Because, it's a new chemical. No, it's not the same one. You just changed the name on it. And I'm not sure if I have it in here, but I'm going to go over it right now anyways. Just a quick look here. If I see it, I'll jump on it. Kellogg's has decided in all their American cereal to remove all the current food colorings. And they're renaming them and putting them back in. That wasn't in the article. That was from a different article. Libertarians, Iowa Libertarians to replace Taglia Cutter on the ballot. So they're making changes there. for those running. I didn't get a thing on it, but I saw a reel on it and I forgot to save it. So I'm interrupting. Squirrel moment for California, the bastion of left-wing communism in America. They passed the all-in-one primary voting. So there's no party primary voting in California. All candidates are put on the ballot for governor.
Republican and Democrat,
and Libertarian and Green and everybody. And the top two make it to the November ballot.
Oh, that's bullshit.
The number 3 spot was the Democratic number 1 pick, but he came in 3rd. The number 2 was the number 2 Democratic pick. The number 1, blowing both of them out of the water, was the Republican they thought they were going to squash.
Oops.
Can you talk about a political earthquake?
Yeah. Oh, we have to redo it because something was wrong.
No, they're not allowing them to redo it. Some judge already said, no, that's it. No more finding new ballots. It's done.
You made your bed, go to sleep.
So it's it's no longer they can't find. Oh, we found some more ballots, all for number 2 and number 3. Yeah, no. All right, this is from Kaylin. Rural Iowa gets radon testing, mitigation help from grant, and most states should be doing this for the areas where they are discovering the radon and stuff, or even hinting of it to get it taken care of. Maple Leaf Foods recalls over 12,000 pounds of bacon sold at grocery outlet in Idaho, Oregon, and Washington after it skipped U.S. inspection. They didn't skip it; the inspector just didn't show up, and they didn't do things right. So yeah.
Meanwhile, that was a couple months ago. That stuff's already gone.
So yeah, it's like, oh, we're recalling this. It was good. Nobody got sick.
Yep.
Here's one. I felt. Thank you, Kaylin. I fell out of my chair laughing, and the boys came in here wanting to know why I was laughing. Murder investigation ended after police realized the body was a lifelike doll.
Okay. Obviously, that investigation didn't go on for a couple months.
Oh, I didn't even bother going into it. It's just that the headlines say, "Oh, we're doing a murder investigation." This is a lifelike inflatable doll. There we go. It's back alive.
It's alive.
So it's got a leak. It's bleeding.
Yeah.
Prepper girls in the house.
Duct tape stack.
Quick, duct tape, scotch tape. Wait a minute. Here. I got the scotch tape. It'll work.
Get the emergency tire patch kit.
Scotch. All right. Who here saw the movie Big Hero 6?
Not me.
You missed that. You missed a great, funny kids and adult movie. Disney.
Probably why I missed it.
The one character built this inflatable mechanical nurse. So it's all puffy vinyl, real friendly looking and stuff. And something happens, he got wind up full a bunch of holes because the kid's trying to find out who killed his brother, who developed Betamax, which is the nurse thing. And they're in the police station. He's going, taking paper off, reinflates the arm. And you see those things blow up, and he's passionate with scotch tape. Oh, yeah. It is definitely a feel good movie in the end. Got some great music in it, but yeah. All right, let's move on. But yeah, I oh shoot, hang on. I gotta do something here. Forward, I gotta um. All right, Kaylin. I actually that one I forwarded on to Kaylin. Sorry, Kaylin. I forwarded that along to Courtney because if you Kaylin probably remembers the inflatable doll they had out at their big bash they had, YouTube bash they had there. Anyways, okay. Massive. I like this headline. Massive Salamilla recall hits California company. Warns customers not to eat these products.
Everything. Don't eat food in California. It causes cancer in laboratory rats.
Okay. Which company? Recall products were sold at Kroger, Stop and Shop, Target, Trader Joe's, Walmart, and Whole Foods.
Yeah, what was it? Iceberg lettuce from Taylor Farms.
Well, it was Taylor Fresh Foods.
Same company.
Yeah, and it is jalapenos and where's the full list? I got it. But it's mainly jalapeno, slivered onions. Yeah, there's several things. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, so pre-cut stuff. That's one thing I would never buy is anything that is already cut up in a fresh package. Like sliced watermelon at the store. No.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
those trays, the vegetable trays. No, don't buy the vegetable trays.
Do you think they actually washed the outside of that watermelon that was rolling through God only knows what as the knife passed through the skin and smeared it all over the inside? Just wipe it off. It's fine.
Yeah, Jack did good. Being used as a lab rat causes cancer in rats.
Yeah. Shocker.
All right. Let's see here. If anybody is planning to visit the San Francisco Bay Area,
no.
Starting 11 next Monday, the San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge is having major closures on it as construction goes. It is closing it down at night, which it is still friggin' busy as all get out, to one lane each way.
That'll back up traffic all the way to Washington State.
The closure will begin this coming Monday and will continue for months, according to Caltrans. That thing is 8 lanes wide, each direction, and they're closing it down to one lane. And at 5:00 in the morning, it's like most city bridges in the daytime. And Sandy's in the house.
I bet you there's going to be a lot of hotels booked up for all those people that have to commute. They're like, I'll just stay in a B&B or a Airbnb or a hotel.
The Bay Area Rapid Transit, BART, shuts down at night for maintenance. There is talk of having them start earlier in the morning and running later at night and only shutting down for 3 hours during the night.
Well, they better open up more parking for all the people that are going to be commuting then.
And they are talking about running more ferries across the Bay, across the Oakland San Francisco Bay Bridge area lines, which include taking from all along Oakland down to San Leandro and on up, and they even run up from Benicia and Vallejo, and a bunch of areas out there, and there's a lot of bus. And they're expecting the Golden Gate. They're expecting the Golden Gate, the Richmond San Rafael, the Dunbarton, the San Mateo bridges, all to be loaded at night. Yeah.
Are those ferries car carriers or just people?
Those are people.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Better have more parking there too.
They got huge parking. After the Loma Prieta earthquake, all the ferries increased their parking by 100% and some more. And
they still won't have space.
Yeah. You won't have space, yeah. Okay, so let me go clear that. So be glad you're not there for that. And let's see. Des Moines families review proposed school boundary map. Everybody in a school district should be You should be called into review, or be told of meetings to review proposed changes in school boundary maps. Des Moines seems to be, it may just be changing the boundaries between, these guys are going to go to that, to this school instead of that school, but it's still all within the school district. But any of those changes, everybody should be involved in it, not just saying, oh, this is what we're doing to you, tough crap. I did not dig into this, but I remember hearing about it. U.S. Marine, who's detained in Russia, is finally released from detainment and is on his way home.
That's 3 years ago.
Yep. Waterloo Community School District is selling an old high school to be redeveloped as a veteran housing.
Cool. Okay. Hey, as long as it's not turned into a data center.
Yeah, exactly. Meta announces pivot to open source AI technology. It is looking to catch up to rivals OpenAI and Anthropic, whatever. Yeah. They were. We're going to be the forerunners. All of a sudden, they found themselves at the back of the pack. Well, they all moved to the back of the pack, as far as I'm concerned. So the headline is Trump secretly switched to different plane in Turkey amid Iranian threat. So when Trump was over there in Turkey for the big summit meeting or whatever, they had Air Force One there, and they brought the food truck up and it showed Trump going up into it, and they had the food truck up there delivering food. No, the food truck was on the other side. Trump went into one side, walked out the other side, got in the food truck, lowered down, took him over to another plane.
Yep.
Did the shuffle. Oh, no rain, super dry. It's been super dry for the last several times, but we had rain today. Boy, did we have some nice light rain today. Kids were out playing. The grandkids were out playing in it. The lawn, all the garden raised planter beds are nice and damp. Yes. However, we will be returning to no rain come Monday. Open that one. There we go. Crypto investor hedge fund founder Harry Chung Tak Yen found dead outside his apartment. Rumors to continue to spread. Reflecting pool pipes flush as National Park Service cites past neglect. Trump defends work. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah, he did the pool, not the filter pipes.
Yeah, no one told him. Oh, the pumps haven't been cleaned in done in years either. Oh, it's like, oh crap. Yeah.
Just dump some more chlorine in there. You're fine. It'll just rot through the
Yeah.
impellers.
Social Security's disability fast track list. Add 14 conditions. I think those are conditions are disabilities.
Yeah, now you got to be 92.
Let me take what I want to know is if you are retired and you become totally disabled in retirement, do you get an increase to your benefits?
No, because you didn't deserve. You don't deserve it.
I wasn't sure because I know my oldest grandson Eli with his autism is on Social Security disability because they've added that to it, and the county came to him and came to them, hey, you need to sign up for this now because of the school. Yeah, 14 conditions have been added to Social Security's compassionate allowance list. And you got a video of it. I'm not going to show that. Jeez. I can't even make this crap out. Okay, I'm going to try to hide these ads so I can show it here. Come on, get rid of that. There we go. All right, so there's the list, and I can't pronounce one thing on it except possibly OPHN1 syndrome. But yeah, there's they added a bunch of crap to it.
Wow.
So things I never heard of. Who knows? I may be suffering from it.
I think the top one was Latin for too lazy to work.
Anyways, not to pick on those that do have disabilities, but It's just that what I'm picking on is the ones who friggin' name them. All right. USDA grants help rural islands ensure private well water safety, and saying I think they're maybe talking to for contamination also from data centers as well as farming contamination.
Fracking.
Yeah. Not fracking in Iowa. Oh, here we go. Flashback to last year. Dead body on BART. Yep. Another dead body on BART. No clue. No sign of why the person died. Check him for drugs, guys. 48 missing children from Massachusetts rescued during a multi-agency operation tied to the FIFA World Cup. U.S. Marshal Service said. So during that day, we came across these missing kids.
Yeah, trafficking. Yep.
Yeah. East Bay Data Center plans to take residents by surprise.
Of course it does.
Yeah, especially where it's at. Oakland. There ain't no place to put it unless you wipe out, a mile square of Oakland. That ain't happening. Yeah, so we want to put it in downtown Oakland here. You got a new grid, new power stations and stuff. We want to put it here. Yeah, no. But that's not a bad place to put it. If you're going to do it, do it. But things that's so noisy, it'll drive everybody else around it out.
Yeah, and property values go down. Then they buy it all off the property and build more data centers. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Everybody know what a weather radio is? the little portable radios you can get that are hooked up to the NOAA weather system for warnings and stuff. Weather warning delay by software glitch amid deadly Midwest storms. And warnings were up to 20 minutes late for tornadoes. Oops. Yeah.
Didn't they used to have people reading that? Oh, yeah. Not anymore.
Yeah. Let's see. Am I at the top here? I'm at the top here. Okay. Buc-ee's Urbandale plan raises trademark concerns. Buc-ee's, who has been suing other companies over, well, you have a beaver. It doesn't look anything like ours, but we consider that a trademark infringement. So
and if the name of your store has 2 E's on the end of it, they're going to sue you for that too.
Yeah. Or if your name of your store has beaver in it, we're going to sue you for that too. Anyways, they're moving it. I guess their Urbandale place is raising trademark concerns. I hope it is someone there is going to sue Buc-ee's for trademark infringement. That'd be funny if somebody they sue turns out that they have their image trademark before Buc-ee's was, and they flip it on Buc-ee's. Oh, sorry, you got you. Thanks for the heads up. You know what? Ours predate yours, so yours is a violation of ours. That would be funnier than heck. Because Buc-ee's been suing everybody lately. Southern Poverty Law Center official charged in broader criminal case against group. Yeah.
Yeah, she was paying. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And, I think they're going to wind up taking a lot more of those people there down. All right. Iowa senator living with Parkinson's wants to ban paraquat weed killer linked to the disease of Parkinson's.
Really?
Yeah. That's
right. They'll just pay him $10 million to tell him to shut up.
No, she's pissed off about it. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I'm going to pronounce it both ways. Salix City Council meeting in Northwest Iowa, scheduled for Wednesday night, has been postponed because of safety concerns. The mayor was being threatened, was receiving death threats from his constituents. Yeah. Anyway, because of the data center.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, your constituents don't want data centers.
Yeah.
Tells you right there.
But the one big constituent with a $5 million paycheck, he wanted it. So we'll just let it happen because I talked to some people and they said it's fine.
All right, you're gonna see a meme on this later on. Researchers have successfully used AI to create 16 brand new viruses.
Of course they did.
Can you say you're a dumb shit?
Yeah. Ooh, that'll work. Let's actually make it in the lab and see what happens.
Let's see how many viruses AI can create, and that's what they did.
And probably the directions on how to make it.
All right. Woman admits to starting massive fire. Jail screw up. Murder suspect let out 1 day early.
1 day.
Suspect, not convicted. Suspect.
Yeah.
before they had a chance to really, tack him down. I know I missed another one that was in here. That's plenty. I was supposed to go and deep dive on it. 23.8 million in payments going out to Grubhub diners, drivers. The company was doing fraudulent business practices, saying they had contracts with businesses they did not have contracts with, tacking on a superfluous amount of, 75 cents here, prices and stuff that, drove the final bill way up. Okay, and get that one gone. All right. Glyphosate, the world's most used weed killer, disrupts honeybees' brains.
Really?
No, there's more to it there than that.
Yeah.
Glyphosate was long thought to be safe for honeybees because they lack the enzyme the chemical targets in weeds. However, researchers found that exposed bees forage 13% less after only 3 days and showed changes in brain chemistry linked to behavior across a whole hive. Yeah.
Oh, it was fine before. Well, they're just bees. Forget humans.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This morning, what was it in here? It was sorry, I got to look at it here. Got to look at it because it was from the wife, but it was also on the news thing. I got it from the wife before I got the, it made the news. Okay. Ice. Okay. Felt it. Yeah. Okay. 4.2 earthquake in San Francisco Bay Area, which is a pretty good rattler. But they downgraded to 3.8, followed immediately by a 3.0 and then a 2.0. 2.8. So they got, shaken. My wife felt the first one. She did not feel the other two. So, and she was down at her mom's house, and the Hayward Fault separates the house from the stone, the big stone steps up the front. Yeah. Anyways, all right, 3 more. Automatic tariff refunds coming to these California residents and any resident stuff. Companies are now issuing automatic refunds for imported goods following Supreme Court's decision to invalidate the tariffs. Blah, 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 which I think was a big friggin' mistake. But yeah, so there's going to be, what was it? FedEx, UPS, the other big one stuff that acted as they paid this, they paid some stuff. It's a whole mixed up who paid the tariffs and stuff. Even Amazon on a few items that they wound up like Amazon Basics, where they paid the tariffs on it for stuff made overseas, is they're having to send out tariff refunds to those that purchased it. Okay, this is okay. So, Luigi, Luigi Mango, whatever.
Oh yeah, the murder or whatever. That
is expected to plead guilty to federal charges in the 2004 24 killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. This move could affect his upcoming New York State murder trial. So he's pleading guilty to federal charges. Could affect his upcoming New York State trial. The plea deal discussions involve potentially mitigating circumstances to reduce his sentence. So, yeah, he's got a good attorney.
Nah, and then the pictures of him didn't look anything like him, but
Yeah.
whatever.
All right. I'm going to catch some flack for my opinion on this, but my opinion is not wholeheartedly one way. U.S. sailors face mental health crisis amid extended deployment.
Oh yeah, they're literally jumping ship so they can get sent back to the States for psychological eval.
Yeah, the USS Abraham Lincoln record-breaking deployment has led to mental health issue crisis. Say there's something jumped overboard. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, those ships are generally only out for 3 to 6 months with many, they port in occasionally for liberty and that. These guys have literally been out to sea with no liberty for 262 days or something.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
The reason I'm going to say something here, don't take offense at it. Don't unfriend me. Don't unfollow me. I'm just stating some fact. My uncle was on a naval ship during World War II. He talked about it. He was out for a year and a half before before they got back in because they were out in the Pacific.
Yeah.
However, totally different circumstances here. His group were all, gung ho. We're here. We're gonna, do this. We're gonna, beat the Japanese. We're gonna do this, and they were getting ice cream. Seriously, they had ice cream ships out there in the Pacific. These guys, and he was raised as a different generation.
Yep.
You did not talk back. You found out what behind the woodshed was. You knew not to. You knew when Dad whipped out his belt, you did something really bad. Anyways, most sailors. All right. His grandson, my nephew, cousin nephew, was just retired about 6 years ago from the Navy. He and I were talking about. So he goes, when I first went in till I was retiring, the ones coming in my 20-year stint were, I can't use that word on the live stream.
Green.
Pansies.
Yeah.
And he goes, even so now they're probably, there are some tough ones in there, but there are a bunch that are just not of the mindset.
Ooh, I'm going to join the Navy. I get to see the world. Sure.
I get free housing. I get free. Yeah, no. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, yeah. And then the thing is, though, they don't, yeah, I understand. They don't want to be out there. They don't want to be doing this. It's not a big heroic thing in the public's eye. It's not, they're not motivated out there like they were in World War II. But like he was saying, my nephew was saying, one does it and he gets sent home, and guess what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can do that too.
Yep. The news tried to say they attempted suicide by jumping off the ship. It's like they were only 35 feet above the water. That's not suicidal. That's, I want to kill myself, so they send you back for eval.
Yeah. I mean, in World War II, do you know what they were doing on when they had a Liberty Day? Well, even though they were not out, they were, all right, guys, they were diving off there. You see footage of them jumping off the boat, doing cannonballs, doing flip, everything off, and then coming back up the nets and doing it again.
Yeah. And they weren't really getting resupplied by air because they have the big ships that go out there, the supply ships that refuel them and bring all the food, and everything goes over there on ships. You can't drop stuff from.
There are certain things that are done by air. One of the things will come in there and it'll be like the fresh food. fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the meats and the other stuff, yeah, that's done by the ships and stuff and taken in. But the fresh fruits and stuff that they're sending out, they come in on a aircraft, come out there, land on the aircraft carrier, and helicopters take it off to the support ships and stuff like that.
Well, they're not exactly landing a DC-3 on the
No
aircraft carrier floated there. Yeah.
What? Hang on. Food for thought here before I jump into the memes.
Food thought.
yeah. I did not mean to do that.
Yeah, sure you didn't.
You'll like this one. Largest. Here it is. Boom. Yep. It can get fed up. The absolute largest and heaviest aircraft carrier to land on an aircraft carrier is the C-130 Hercules.
That's because they have those Shrike rockets or whatever they are
to take off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got that ship doing 35 knots at 100%, 110% of engine capacity to get it up to enough speed so that thing can basically just pull back on the rudder and it just sort of floats off the deck. Yeah.
Now that one was just the test, and they did some tests on it, and they may see if it was feasible. Routinely is the Douglas A3 Skywarrior, the Grumman E2 Hawkeye. Those are the next two largest planes that routinely land on.
Yeah, and those aren't cargo planes.
Those aren't cargo planes, no. Yeah, the last one is the Hawkeye. That's with the big dome on
dish.
top of it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Jack says, when I was in the Navy in the 70s, we'd fly to Maine for lobster and Colorado for Coors. Training flights. Oh. If my uncle was still alive, Jack, he'd be raising his can of Coors and saying, "Damn right." All right, let's get into the memes here. We don't have too many memes. Get this one here. All right, you have to understand Dragon Ball Z. Or Dragon Ball GT for this one. The fusion technique. The compassion of the IRS. The efficiency of the DMV. The compassion of the IRS. The efficiency of DMV. Government healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even my grandsons were in here when I had that one up. I get it. Yeah. So the Senate voted 89-4 to advance the House CR and keep the government open until December 11th. Uniparty united and when vacation is on the line. Oh, they got their job done on part of it. This is the best photo bomb ever. What's photo bombing these guys? Oh, look up there. It's a war about ready to bomb them.
So that's AI. No, they don't have that. That is an AI picture.
That was AI?
Yep.
Okay.
That was this is what it would have looked like if we could see it type of picture. Yeah. This came out before that news article got saw. So someone posted this immediately, and then finally it made the mainstream media and was making the news rounds. So, yeah. So this came out first. Yeah. Scientists trained AI to invent 16 new viruses that don't exist in nature. Yeah, and they patented every one of them, just like they did the other one, because it didn't exist in nature.
I'm not sure how true this is. Every single flock camera in a city in Minnesota was cut down and stolen.
Yeah. That'd be cool if it was true.
There was another one. There was a reel. The guy was on this place. He goes, I was out in the middle of nowhere, 40 miles from the nearest city, and going down this dirt road to a gun range because someone had told me something was out there and I had to see it to believe it. I pulled up on it, and there are two flock cameras aimed at the driveway entrance to the gun club. Nothing else around for miles. I mentioned that to the before city council started, and the mayor goes, "Wow, I'm surprised nobody went off into the woods and practiced their marksmanship."
Mm-hmm. Nice.
If you know, you know. Oh, I saw that. I said, that's bad.
Dan, you ain't got no legs.
Yeah. Crazy thought here. Okay. So for Jean Grey, there's been 3 of them. For Wolverine, there's been 1 amongst all of them.
Yep.
Yeah. So just a reminder, your city spent millions on flock cameras, but not to fix potholes. I thought this is so funny. Yeah. It's funny, but it is funny. Minneapolis police tips on how to avoid / prepare for being robbed.
They got that from London. London had the same exact stuff.
Yeah, don't walk alone. Only carry items you need. Be prepared to give up your cell phone, purse, or wallet. Don't fight with the criminal. Be prepared to describe subjects. Idaho. Carry a firearm. Use firearm. Call 911. Tell officers you were afraid for your life, and will answer any other questions with a lawyer present. Yep. And then make sure you talk to the news and do TikTok broadcast. This guy tried to attack me. Did anybody else see it? Do I have the other one here? I may have another one here to tie into that. Here. Yeah, I saw that. I had to put trust the unvaccinated because we make good choices. We research before we decide. We question everything. We think for ourselves. We protect our bodies. We choose freedom and health. Yep. To open Parachute, scan our QR code, download the app, create an account, set up username and password, then log in to our for those that are religious, this one's for you. Yeah. Jesus does not listen to prayers of those who wage war. Sorry, go read a lot of the Old Testament. Joshua, yeah, definitely being listened to. This was another one someone sent me.
Yep.
Yep. Relax. They only track the bad. Uh-huh. I saw this. I said, "Oh yeah, this could have been a so good one for, Die Hard 3 or Die Hard 4, but they went a different direction." 1 cop, 2 detectives, 0 backup, maximum damage. The 3 wise men. One building, one city, one last chance. Bruce Willis, Mel Gibson, Danny Glover. Wait a minute. That almost sounds like the Expendable movies, doesn't it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Just one more thing. If the January 6th defendants were the criminals, why did Biden pardon the investigative committee? Because it's going to come out. It has come out that they weren't the defendants weren't the criminals. It was the committee, and Pelosi and the others to doing their stuff. This here's the other one for your.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. West Virginia man accused of destroying automatic license plate readers gets over 20,000 alibis from the public.
He was with me. He was with me. He was with everybody. He wasn't there. He was with me.
All right, this one's gonna. You may not be able to read this on your thing, but I almost peed myself laughing at this one. Last year, I replaced all the windows in my house with those expensive double pane, energy efficient kind. Today, I got a call from Home Depot who installed them. The man complained that the work had been completed a year ago and I still hadn't paid for them. Hello? Just because I'm blonde doesn't mean I'm automatically stupid. So I told him what his fast-talking salesman had told me last year, that these windows would pay for themselves in a year. Hello, it's been a year, so they're paid for, I told him. There was only silence on the other end of the line. So I finally hung up. He never called back. Oh, yeah. That was a good one there. The windows will pay for themselves in a year. Cool, let them pay for themselves. Judge invalidates major federal gun registration provisions. Yeah, that stuff's coming down. That's some of the judges are saying, shall not be infringed means shall not be infringed. And one of the judges, one of the lower judges, quoted who is it? One of the founding fathers in the talking about it, and it was he said that any law passed that contradicts the Bill of Rights or anything else in the Constitution is automatically null and void and is not a law. Doesn't even have to go to the Supreme Court. It's automatically null and void because it violates the Constitution. This I tossed in because a friend of mine sent this to me this afternoon. Yes, I know it's summer, but this is for wintertime. During the historic cold snap in February 1947, the Yukon village of Snag recorded a North American record low of minus 63 degrees Celsius or 81.4 degrees Fahrenheit minus. The cold temperature produced several unusual effects. Sound traveled with unnatural clarity over vast distances, allowing conversations to be heard up to 4 miles away. So you could hear somebody talking 4 miles away to their neighbor. People's breath would freeze into fine powder and fall directly to the ground. The cracking of the river ice echoed with sounds of like gunshots, because the ice was getting colder and colder and doing more of its expansion stuff. Yeah. And this is the one Kaylin sent me while I was setting up tonight. You don't have to be everyone's butterfly. Be a bee. Mind your own business. Make your honey and sting people when necessary. I love that one. And that was the last one. All right, folks, coming up here. Where is it? Okay, so tomorrow on Cat Patton, investing in your homestead, where to start. Saturday back here is after a planetoid is spotted heading towards Earth, not impacting. What are you? Bros. Monday on Camp Patton, we're going to be talking about steam canning. Tuesday, here on Gray Man Prepping, no powder dash air tension compression kinetic. That's what we're going to be talking about. So no, but funk, twing, twang, yeah, yeah. And then the midnight ride. Okay. Also, once again, if anybody has any comments, not comments, any topics for us to address on Mondays about food preservations, any questions, please send me or Tammy an email. My email's in the bottom of all my live streams. Tammy's email is rebelcanners@gmail.com. Send us topic suggestions for food preservation, questions you have, or things you think we should address that we haven't addressed in a long time.
And the Sofa Survivalist has a new video coming out at 6 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow morning. Finally, I got somebody helping me out again.
6 a.m. Eastern, so that's
like 4 o'clock in the morning for you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
It'll be there when you wake up. You'll get an alert.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Take care, and we will hopefully see you tomorrow on Camp Patton Family Compound. Have a good night.
Good night.
And let's see how long it takes.